Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EGIKWM France Deck G4567 game with Hardcore, Mercator, and Keith. So, opening pile here. This is a bit of an unusual opening pile. I think Writing Maniac is the best card, but there's Farm School Graduate here as well. And yeah, there's like bit players here, but there's no like real slam dunks, I would say. Like, okay, what I really think is I want pairs of cards that do not involve Writing Maniac, Farm School Graduate. I want like Storehouse Clerk and Hill Cultivator, or I want Storehouse Clerk and Delivery Man. Really, I just want Storehouse Clerk and something else. The problem is Writing Maniac's the best card by some amount, and then Farm School Graduate is also quite good. I don't think I'm first picking Farm School Graduate here, but if I first pick Writing Maniac and like, I don't know, I guess I get one of these four back. The thing is, Storehouse Clerk is not good in some situations. I kind of want to first pick Storehouse Clerk and try to make an interesting game that way, or take Hill Cultivator and plan to wheel Storehouse Clerk. I do think Storehouse Clerk is very fun, but you know what? I'm just going to first pick Writing Maniac here. Maybe I wheel Storehouse... Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to wheel Storehouse Clerk now. Easy Patroness here with Writing Maniac. Holy crap. Landscape Gardener is great. I really like Landscape Gardener, but this is easy Patroness. And then I'm wondering, what did Keith first pick to pass me Patroness here? So Cheapskate actually is kind of cute with Writing Maniac, because Writing Maniac plays Ox 1 to 5. Cheapskate as one of them would let me play a 6, and then I would play Patroness at my first. So that plus Patroness would play my whole hand. But Writing Maniac, or Hedgemaster is here. So I'm just taking Hedgemaster and saying, what? Potter 7th would be okay. Wheelbarrow Pusher Magician would be good. So, like, any of these four cards, I think I'd be happy with. Wow, and then we have Politician as well. So, Politician is really good with Storehouse Keeper because Storehouse Keeper often gives you read that you have a hard time using, but you can turn those into stone, and then it's no problem. Donator, 1 grain, vegetable, sheep, boar, cattle, start of each harvest. Need 2 food to receive 1 good from this card. Yeah, Politician here. Definitely. And I'm really hoping to get that Storehouse Keeper back. Edgemaster is great with Writing Maniac as well. Yep, it is for sure. The ability to build fences in round 11 and then take animals first move before anyone can react could be very good. But yeah, easy Politician here, I think. But yeah, Patroness, Hedgemaster, both cards I'd be happy first picking. So I'm wondering a little bit what Keith is drafting. So yeah, Storehouse Clerk came back. Easy Storehouse Clerk here with Patroness. The goal is to get Storehouse Clerk giving me read stone every round, and then that can be 2 read or 2 stone, depending on what I need. Not Contractor, because I have lots of building resources. I'm going to need food. Real Estate Agent could be a thing as a way to get some food, but I'll take Mathematician here as a way to get some more building resources. But because in this game with Storehouse Clerk, building resources just beget more building resources. So there's kind of the more I can get, the better. Wow, Magician's still here? The only problem with Magician is that I think I'm very unlikely to want to play it manually. But it is a very solid card. So I think with Magician, my line would be something like Patroness first. The goal would be Patroness round 1, Magician round 2 into Traveling Players, and then round 3 or 4, Writing Maniac, trigger Magician again. And you know what? I'm getting lots of building resources, so Grain would be an okay way to feed. I like Potter decently here, because I should have, like if I'm getting a clay per round, then Potter is a great way to use that clay. But I'm probably not likely to play it before the first harvest, so... Okay. Well, just thinking Corey here. Wheeling Baker's Kitchen looks okay. Baking Field looks okay. Stone Kitchen is fine with Corey. But yeah, easy Corey here. Yeah, and Corey with Politician, yeah. Can be 2 reed, 1 stone. Can be 3 stone. 2 stone, 1 reed, whatever I need from the day labor space. So I think the question will be how many actions can I get? Because this is a hand that, you know, once Storehouse Clerk is giving wood, reed, stone, that's like an action every round. So can I get enough actions to spend those resources well? Can I get enough actions to feed efficiently while playing out my hand of Ox? There are questions like that need to be answered. Here's a question. If I don't get Ock round 1, do I play Magician before Patroness? Probably yes. Because playing Magician and then not hitting Traveling Players at 2 food is just like disastrously bad. Alright. Private Oven is tough because building a stable, the problem with building the stable with Storehouse Clerk is that building the stable will often turn off the wood income from Storehouse Clerk. So I'm low on Private Oven here. Even though minor ovens with Magician look really good. Workshop Liquidator. We've got Wishing Fountain here, Collar and Chain, Planter Box. I guess I'm still taking Private Oven here. Yeah. The question for this game is how efficient is my feeding? If my feeding is inefficient, then I'm having a rough time. Alright, so trees for the citizens okay, because obviously building the joinery is cheaper than normal with my setup. But I think I'm just going to take Half-Timbered House anyways. Half-Timbered House should be very cheap, very easy to play given Politician Quarry. Wow. Threshing Machine Plow and Paved Road. I'd be quite happy with both of those cards. And actually, I'd be okay with Snack Time, too. Snack Time as a, like, Patroness into Start Player Snack Time, into Magician, into Date Traveling Players. That's a totally fine start for me. I could absolutely play Snack Time here. So what do I want? Do I want Threshing Machine Plow? Do I want Paved Road? I don't hate Snack Time here. I actually don't hate Snack Time at all. Just thinking about the round 1 sequence that it sets up, the early game sequence that it enables. Passing Threshing Machine Plow is a pretty big significant cost, though. I have no plow help. This card would be very good. This card is very good for me. I'll take Threshing Machine Plow. I could theoretically Patroness into Threshing Machine Plow if I don't have anything else that's cheap, but that would be not ideal. The hope is that Patroness is giving me Reed and Stone until those are accumulating. Alright. Oh, do I want Baker's Kitchen actually? Over Baking Field. So the nice thing about Baking Field is repeated bakes is one of the, like, repeated automatic bakes are like one of the weaknesses of baking setups. But Baker's Kitchen and private oven and one major oven, I gotta think that that's gonna be enough. Wow. 6-pick planter box, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. So if there's ever a hand that wants Awk round one, it's this one. Reedstone Food and 3 wood are both good for setting up Storehouse Clerk, but I think the Magician procs are actually super important for this hand because of how food intensive Writing Maniac can be. So I think Awk round one is incredibly important for this hand. Not just Awk, but also start player. Because I think start player, like if I'm 7th, there's a reasonable chance that the 6th player will have not much to do and will just be like, alright, I'll block the Magician, take 2 food, no problem. But if I'm 5th, well, then I'm going to get the Magician action for sure. Like there's no way someone's going to first move two food traveling players. I also have to remember that there are 2 occupations that trigger whenever someone else takes traveling players, but they were my opening pile. They probably went late. They might not have even got drafted. Like Keith and Mercator might even think that Magician fell out of the draft, so I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, the thinking is, let's say I'm in the 2 seat, Patroness into Threshing Machine Plow into Magician into Traveling Players. All right, I'm at 4 food, 1 grain. I play Writing Maniac. I'm at 3 food, 1 grain. I take Traveling Players, puts me at 3 again. That puts me at 6 food, 1 grain, or 6 food, 2 grain. That's enough in that exact scenario to do it. I mean, trees is very good. Crop rotation field's not bad at all, actually. Crop rotation field's pretty decent, but I'll take trees here. Take the high impact card. Ooh, I'm 4th. All right. So I probably get expensive Awk, but it's not guaranteed. So yeah, the dream is expensive Awk Patroness into start player. I guess if I think somebody else is going to start player, I could Magician into second move Traveling Players. But that leaves me with 1 fewer food. Like not taking Traveling Players in 1 and 3 gives me 1 fewer food, and I'm having to make up for being on expensive Awk. That feels bad. Mud Cleaner, that's a lot of clay. That card represents a ton of clay. Hardcore start player landing net. That's not good for me. I'm really I'm hoping at this point to get 2 food traveling players. There's definitely a chance that I do not get it. But if I do get traveling players without having to start player and getting day labor here, that makes up for the fact that I had to spend an extra food on patroness, so it makes it not quite so bad. So, I mean, Keith will probably second action fireplace, right? Mercator, Reedstone food. Yeah, so I have a pretty reasonable chance at getting the magician activation here. He's playing veggie vendor. Okay. Yeah, the only person who will take traveling players is Mercator, because Keith will definitely fireplace. Could the start player with a wood improvement, triggering mud cleaner, or a stone improvement to set up for another Reedstone food action, so that Mercator is close to being able to build. There it is. All right, this is okay. This is okay. Mm, I'm gonna play Writing Maniac here. Make sure I hit it. So Politician in 5, I think. Storehouse Clerk in 7, Mathematician in 9. So PSMH. And I get a stone. Storehouse Clerk not coming out until 7 might be a mistake. Because it's possible that I'm going to get to the point where I'm at 7 wood. Or no, it's not 7 wood, it's 8 wood. 8765, right? Yeah, it's possible I get to 8 wood and I'm regretting that I could be getting a wood per round. But I think most likely I'm not going to be ready to Storehouse Clerk anything until at the earliest round 6. So then I'm only losing 1 round by waiting until round 7. And Politician coming out first means I can do some other stuff in the meanwhile. Yeah, hardcore's wheelbarrow pusher also means that getting read is going to be tough. So getting the stone from politician seems good. Yeah, so I could first move Reedstone Food. I could first move 4 Clay. I could first move 3 Wood. Second move Traveling Players. Keith plays Children's Writer. Sure. So he's going to get a stone whenever I take Traveling Players. I don't mind. Reed Stone Food here, because then when I play Politician, I can turn a Reed into a stone. And I'm hoping to get 5. I'm probably thinking about 5 clay. This is looking like I'm building clay rooms rather than wood rooms, most likely. Just because Keith has been taking wood pretty highly. Looks like the BMW for hardcore here. 5 reed. It's quite a bit. Mercator playing Bard. Wow, so both those cards actually got drafted. Well, I don't have to Traveling Player's second action here. I have enough food to play my Ock, so if there's a better thing to do, I should consider doing the better thing. 4 clay is a reasonable move. So I'll take 4 clay. I will be very sad if Traveling Players gets taken, but I mean the Bard and the Children's Writer aren't going to do it. It would only be hardcore, and there's 4 food fishing here, so I should get second action Magician next round. That's my Auk as Politician. And I should take a wood or a clay or a stone. What am I supposed to take here? Let's take a stone. Let's take a wood. Take a wood from Patroness. Yeah, unfortunately, the Keith is snatching up the wood. I could quarry into day labor or quarry into start player. I'm trying to get to that wood threshold. The dream is that I'm getting wood, clay, stone when I play Storehouse Clerk round 7. Did I get the stone from Politician? Yes. I've taken 2 wood, 2 stone. 2 wood, 2 stone, and then got 1 stone from Politician and 1 stone from Reedstone Food once. I'm also in a position where if Family Growth flips in 6, I can have the second room. Assuming that Keith doesn't find a way in with Benefactor. If I do end up building the wood room, I'm gonna wish mathematician and storehouse clerk had their places swapped, but that's okay. If I grow second, I'm gonna be happy just because I will have a really nice action advantage over the rest of the table. Because storehouse clerk, like I said, storehouse clerk is like a family growth action. Assuming that I'm getting useful stuff out of it, which I plan to. Ooh, late family growth. So if Keith does have benefactor, he gets to grow here. Especially if Keith first action fences, that'll be a sign. So I'm probably doing first move 3 wood, I think. Unless if Keith doesn't have benefactor, so let's assume Keith doesn't have benefactor. So if Keith doesn't first move fence, he could do second move fence into start player round 7 into benefactor, and it would be it would be impossible for me to actually block him from playing the benefactor. Peter building the well. On Reno. Interesting. I mean, with Mud Cleaner, certainly he wants to build clay rooms. Because he can get a lot of clay. Okay, so it looks like Keith is just forgoing growing. So I think I'm going to take 3 wood. And I'm going to say to hardcore, if you first action build here, you're not going to be able to stable block me in 7. Because he's probably not wheeling the 3 wood. Unless he takes it here. Yeah, so this lets me build second action. Yeah, so this means storehouse clerk takes a hit, but that's okay. Growing second in a late family growth game is all right. Especially because Mercator is a bit hungry. Needs to feed 6, has 3 food going into the round. Well, I assume he's gonna have 3 food. He's playing Donator. He's just not gonna grow. I'm really wondering if I'm supposed to build here now. Because getting wood, clay, stone round 7 would be awesome. If I took reedstone food here, getting wood, clay, stone would be really good. And I could set up for double build quite easily. I do need a food action next round. So the one problem with the Reedstone food action is that I would still need another food action in 7. I think I'll just build here, unfortunately. And I may as well build a stable as well. This lets me private oven instead of having to do a full action. So like I could take 3 stone or 4 wood, for example. Even though those will probably not be there. Don't build. I think build was correct here. Gator plays clay tablet. That's very nice here. With a ton of clay. Clay tablet will be from mud cleaner. Clay tablet should be easy to use. I could also play quarry here. So I could say so there are 3 actions that I want. Actually, Reedstone Food's okay. All right, there's 4 actions I want, so I'll private oven here, and I can play quarry on family growth. You know what? Reedstone Food is not that good. Yeah, Reedstone Food's not that good here. So hardcore will fork wood, right, to double build, I think. If I get the 4 wood or the 3 stone back, the 3 stone is ideal. The 3 stone is what I really want back. But I think Mercator... Well, Mercator's got to take food. Yeah, Mercator needs 3 food here. Not sure how Mercator gets 3 food. Plus F. Why do you get plus F from 3 food? From fishing? Oh, I thought that was a different card. I thought that was a different card. Oh, I wheel the 3 stone, which is sick. Feed 4, round 8 plus clay stone. Cheese slicer, yeah. Hardcore gets to set himself up for 6 wood here by playing Fence Overseer. That does not set him up for 6 wood. That lets me get 6 wood, which is phenomenal for me. Oh, I think I forgot to take a resource when I played Storehouse Clerk. Oh, this is a different plow dealer. I'm going to take it. This is a different plow dealer. This is turn an animal into a field, not the plow deal maker, which I initially thought it was. Yeah, so family growth is not forced, which lets me do this. Assuming that this is not field farm steward. It's cheapskate. Okay, fine. We can play a miner here. Rake. Rake does not move the needle. Let's see what the other rock is. Or deliveryman. No problem. I should read Mathematician. It's been a while since I've played it. Wood space, same amount of wood. Take one wood. Clay also applies to stone. In 5-player games. The card is flipped at the start of the round. I don't know why Clay Tablet says before phase 1. That seems weird. Seems like unnecessary text. What is Keith's plan? Yeah, it still says before phase 1. We don't really need the before phase 1 text. We know when the start of the round is. We know how to handle stuff at the start of the round. So hardcore is going to take the sheep. Mercator might start player to grab the 2 boar. Going to turn his stone to a reed at the end of the round. This game feels like it's going really slowly. Is it actually? Yeah, it is going really slowly. Mercator, 33 seconds per turn this far into the game. Because usually turns go... Well, your first action or two usually is slower because there's more to think about. But then sometimes your later actions go quicker because you know, you have more time. Should I have built my third room on the bottom to set up planter box, threshing machine, plow? Yeah, I could have. Yeah, that's a good point, Ralocren. That I should have done along the bottom with threshing machine, plow. That's a good point. Probably. Probably the answer is yes. So I'll play mathematician here. Get plus read. And I math wood. Math wood from one wood. And then I think I am taking 5 clay here because I think I'm going to build the clay oven to feed this round. So I think first move 5 clay is the move. I think my round is 5 clay, day labor, Reno, clay oven. And I'm not so interested in taking wood because I'm not going to build another wood room. Yeah, I'm happy to just let my wood accumulate with storehouse clerk. Ooh, the sheep went to Keith, not to hardcore. So hardcore took Reed, it looks like. And I guess like so with mathematician, you usually want to take the wood from the one wood space because 2 wood will often not get taken. So that means it's going to go from 2 back to 3, which means you can repeatedly do it every round until someone decides to take 2 wood or the 3 wood is allowed to accumulate to 6. If your choice is between if your choice is 3 wood from 1 wood, 3 wood, you always take it from the 1 wood. And then if your choice is 2 wood from the 2 wood, 1 wood space, you always take it from the 2 wood space because you take the 2 wood down to 1 and then that can go to 3 when it is untaken. And sometimes with mathematician, you can set up a scenario where all 3 of the wood spaces will have 3 wood on them. And then in that case, it's correct to take it from the 1 wood space. Reno is maybe contested. Bake one here. Last move traveling players is an option as well. But I think if hardcore is not going to take it, Mercator and Keith really don't want to take it. I think I can probably get 5 food, which is 6 food and a grain in round 10. So, and then Bard has been wood food twice, and Children's Raider has been 1 grain, and what is it? Probably an animal or something at that point when the traveling players hits 5. Or round 10. So if I'm not going to need to bake next round, then getting a grain in the ground would be nice. Yeah, getting a grain in the ground would be really nice if I don't have to bake next round. So the only question now is, do I wait until I can double build before building again? Considering hardcore has the ability to family growth in response to me building, I certainly don't. There's no incentive for me to build before round 11. So if I'm not building until round 11, I can probably double build. Politician, let you convert 2 stone to 2 wheat at the start of the round to proc storehouse. Yeah, I see no reason why not. Yep, I think we've played with that being allowed in the past. Mercator playing Forest Farmer. Okay, so Mercator's wood is pretty tight. I guess he's got the 5 wood coming in from wood deliverymen, but Mercator generally needs to take wood quite highly. I'll math the 1 wood space. What I think you couldn't do, I don't think you could collect a stone, then convert it, then collect a reed. I think all the collecting has to happen simultaneously. But yeah, I do think that is allowed. Do I want 3 wood? Not really. Second move could be something like threshing machine plow. If I do want to get my grain in the ground, I could start player threshing machine plow and plan to first move plow 3 next round. Um, I think certainly gonna magician last action. That seems likely. What does this lotus card do again? I should read that one. Fishing, you get a vegetable. Okay. Oh, I forgot I'm playing Hedgemaster next round. Maybe I should have taken the 3 wood. Forgot that I'm playing Hedgemaster. I mean, taking the boar is okay. Yeah. I mean, I could just fence 4. I don't have to fence any more than 4. What resource do I want here? Wood? I probably have more than enough stone at this point. And feet, fence 4. Then I can grab the 2 boar with my first move, or I'll math something first. I'll math this. Two wood before fencing, patroness wood after. Yeah, patroness is after. But it's fine. I could fence more here, but I think there's no reason for me to force myself to have to take another wood action. I don't think that's important here. Plow 3. I could take the boar or I could plow 3, and I think I'm going to plow 3 here. And then I'm going to build, double build, and grow. I do math the wood as well. Yeah, that's okay. Like there's just like very little risk in not fencing Rylocren. I think there's very little downside. I turn it 1 stone to 1 reed this round, so I have to keep in mind that I can only do that conversion 1 more time this round. But I think it doesn't matter. Like, reed, the BMW is built, and I have enough stone for the rest of the game. Because I only need 9 more stone total. Maybe 10, maybe 11. I have 8 right now. I'm gonna have one useless, no useless reed. No, I'm gonna have 1 useless reed. Yeah, half-timbered house can turn a reed to a stone. Yep. So I think I've got plenty of building resources the rest of the way. Mathing, I could maybe have mathed the clay here. Because I do want 1 more clay for half-timbered house, and having to do a full clay action would be a pain. So maybe I was supposed to math a clay here instead of mathing a wood. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I might be able to math a clay in round 13 or 14. So I'm not too worried about it. I think I want to get a second grain, likely, before I build Baker's Kitchen, just because I need the food. So it might be worth taking 1 grain just as a 5 food action. Because I obviously can't Baker's Kitchen after triggering Magician. Yeah, I'm at 10 stone already. Just read the stone is trivial, and then collecting any stone in 13 puts me at 11. Yeah, so optimally this room should be down here so that I can planter box in all three of these spaces. That would have been better. One more clay from storehouse. Yeah, that's okay. My goal will be to math the clay. If 4 clay gets taken in round 12, then I'm hoping that the clay... I might have to take a clay. I might have to take a clay. I probably made a mistake not mathing a clay in round 11. Mercator Stone Kitchen, fun. Imagining Keith takes the 2 cattle. He might start player. If he doesn't take the 2 cattle, I will take the 2 cattle. He doesn't take the 2 cattle. If he does take the 2 cattle, I could start player. Baker's Kitchen. I kind of want to get the joinery out though before I do any. I mean, I could get the joinery out before. I could just build the joinery here if I don't think it's contested. But I don't think it's contested. So maybe plow. I could build the joinery with the plans to start player trees for the citizens. Start player around 14 seems good. So, yeah, maybe set that up. So build the joinery here. And do that not on Reno, because I want to leave Reno fence as an option. Or Reno half-timbered house as an option. Yeah, so I probably have to take 3 clay. Hardcore taking clay here probably means I have to take 3 clay. Mercator re-up start player, so Mercator will definitely plow so. Yeah, because he's going to want to trigger his drawing genius again. I assume, at least. Baby build the 2 clay fireplace. Way to spend some clay for no... There's like no cost to it, really. Or very little cost. Plow? Sure. And then grab vegetable. Or grab grain if I'm going to Baker's Kitchen. I think I'm going to Baker's Kitchen start player. So I think I actually will traveling players again. Yeah, I think I'm going to family growth trees and I'll start player Baker's Kitchen next round. So I will traveling players last action. Although getting the 3 clay is also important. I can get the clay next round. Bartering hut. Okay. Turning some clay into some cattle. On the reno space, I assume. Combination of clay and reed into cattle. Yeah. Math. Math one wood. Mathematician's been great. It's been a wood per round. Makes my joinery and trees play a lot better. Gonna return private oven here. Big two. So yeah, I want to grab a vegetable. I want to grab a grain. I want to take clay, vegetable, grain, clay, animals. Do I feel that I need to fence this round as well? Instead of animals, maybe? I might need to reno. Depending on what hardcore is up to, I might need to reno. Yeah, not mathing the clay in 11 was a mistake for sure. And it was two clay, two clay. So it's costing me a full action here. I was thinking maybe it's not so bad because I'll build the stone oven or the pottery, but seems like I won't quite have enough stone to do that. Not really sure what Keith is doing. He's playing a cow mom game without cow mom. Like the bargaining breeder is fun. The plow dealer is fine, but yeah. Like veggie vendor just seems to have not done too much. He's playing dumpling maker. Okay, so dumpling maker is when you eat an animal, pay a grain for a point, or is that's taco? I don't know dumpling maker. I'd have to read that. Oh, that's a minor. Yeah, dumpling maker might be that. Do I need a fence here? It seems like I do not need to reno, right? Hardcore's only got one action left. So yeah, I think I can fence here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fence 11. So I think I traveling players because I think traveling players gets me my food for the rest of the game, right? Because traveling players 16 food plus 2 wood 20, which is enough food for the rest of the game. I guess the reason not to would be if I look at the board and say, "Hey, I'm going to want to day labor." And if I'm going to want to day labor, then to get the stone for like the stone oven, for example, which is an option. I could do that. So that would be a reason to take grain. I guess I could ask myself, like, do I care what I'm giving to the bard and to the children's writer? So I'd be giving Keith a wood, which he uses to half build a stable, so it's not worth anything. Makita's already got a bunch of stuff. Oh, nice landscape gardener. Um, I guess what this means is maybe I can skip out on eating a wood. But I think not eating a wood here is bad. Eat a wood, feed 10. I should have another point for my hedge keeper. Plus S. Around 14. Math of wood. Yeah, I think my clay action kind of telegraphs half-timbered house. But there is the stone oven still here, so maybe not fully. So I know Mercator wants Reno fence, right? So if I take major minor half timbered house, then I probably am very likely to get day labor into stone oven or day labor into day labor into Reno stone oven or day labor into Reno pottery. So the question is just, do I want that two action sequence? The pottery would be a bit of food, and I would regret having eaten the wood last round. The stone oven is more points. So yeah, I would do the stone oven. I would build the stone oven. There's also the paved road out there. But Mercator's the only one who could play it, and he would have to choose not to Reno to play it. Seems like he'll choose to Reno. Keith could fence one also. So yeah, Mercator has to be a bit careful. He's going to play Bartering Hut on Reno Fence. Sure. Yeah, get himself a couple animals. So if Constable's out there, I'm very sad. But Hardcore first picked Fence Overseer. And Keith is not. I guess Keith could theoretically, if he plows one this round. So 2 actions for 3 points. I have a 2-point move from the 3 wood. If I don't have to eat the wood. It's probably only a 1-point move. All my animal actions are 2 points. Let's do this just to make sure I get it out. It's the only thing that's contested anyways. Ooh, I forgot I'm spending a wood here. So spending a wood makes me not sad about eating the wood last round then. Makes me not sad about that at all. Yeah, my hand is just gross. I don't know what Keith got on this, whatever he was planning. I don't really know. Passed me some stuff he definitely should not have. So whenever you eat an animal or a vegetable, you can turn a grain into a point. Okay. The thing is you have to eat your animals and vegetables, which you don't necessarily want to do. So at this point, day labor is just a 3-point action because I'm going to do the Reno no matter what. So I may have downgraded may have downgraded two 2-point actions into two actions worth 4 points from taking 2 types of animals. I might have instead turned them into 2 actions for 3 points by half major, minor, half timbered house. Does the 1 point from trees? I'm not sure what you're asking about. Trees should be worth 3 points because I have joinery, threshing machine, plow, trees, half timbered house. So it's got 2 bonuses. Yeah, I guess if I don't build the stone oven, then I have to get all 3 animal actions. I have to get plow, sow, all 3 animal actions, and then Reno. But the thing is, there's not that much risk because if I get 2 of their animal actions and 1 vegetable or 1 grain action, that's just as good as building the stone oven. So I did a suboptimal stage round 14 here. Normally the 1 of animal types are a bit more contested, but in this game apparently not. The site doesn't count the card. It just says count traveling players on it, or count trees on its own. Yeah. So a couple suboptimal moves by me, but I don't think it matters. I just have way too many points. I'm at plus whatever I score, plus 10. 61. Yeah, my hand is just too good. The Writing Maniac got obviously incredibly paid off by Keith passing me Patroness, which he probably should not have done, and then he passed me Hedgekeeper as well, so it's just like kind of gross. $61, $36, $44, and waiting for Keith's final. Keith plays Fresh Fence Worker. Okay. Wow, I won by 17 points. Oh, yeah, growing second in the late family growth game was very good. Obviously, wheeling the 3 stone in 7 was huge. He says 40, okay. Whoops, wrong game. That bit of a stomp there. Not the most competitive game. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a short break.